Okay, folks, we've been steaming for a while. The pump has come on, it's periodically refilled your boiler. The water inside your water tank is now down to about this level. Now, it's not quite done yet, and we want to make sure that your tube goes all the way down. That's a suction tube. So we want to make sure that your tube goes all the way down and your cap is screwed onto the lid so your suction tube doesn't pop off. What we don't want is we don't want your pump coming on and sucking air instead of water. If the pump sucks air for too long, it's going to cause a vapor lock, and that's going to cause a couple of issues. The pump's not going to work right. We're going to have a hard time getting the suction back on the pump. So we don't want the tube popping out of your water tank, and we also don't want the pump to start sucking air. When the water gets down to a certain point, if you notice it, just go refill it. So take your return tube out of the side, unscrew your filler tube. The tank sits nice between the bracket and the two cord holders, and just go over to whatever source of water you have to refill your tank and refill it to about there. Put it back in the holder. Your return tube goes in the hole in the side of the tank. That dumps water back in, and your suction tube, your fill tube, goes into the threaded part, and just screw your cap back on. Screw your cap back onto the top. Now, it's better to catch this before it runs out of the bottom, because, and I understand if you're busy and you're steaming and you don't hear the pump coming on, you might miss it. But take a glance every once in a while to see what the fill level is on your water tank. Now, if you miss that, what's going to happen on the front, right now we're ready to go. So we're at pressure, there's plenty of water inside the boiler, everything is ready to go again. If we ran out of water, this is where your red light is going to come on. That's the H2O indicator. So that's going to turn red, and it's going to start beeping at you. It's going to sound like this when you turn the machine on, but it's going to be a constant beep. So that's going to be a constant beep telling you that you're out of water. What it's also going to do, it's going to shut the machine down. So it's going to, as a safety, instead of being able to squeeze your steam trigger and get steam, you're going to squeeze your steam trigger and you're going to get nothing. It shuts everything down on the inside of the machine as a safety, because we don't want to heat an empty boiler. So the computer board that's inside the machine knows that the boiler is out of water. It's not getting the water it desires, so it's going to shut everything down. So if you get that alarm and it starts beep, 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 it's going to beep at you for probably about 45 seconds. Then it's going to stop, and it's just going to go away, and everything is going to be off. And then you need to know that you're out of water to refill your water tank. Click the machine off for a quick second, turn the machine back on, it resets itself. The pump generally will come on at that point because it did need water. It will fill the boiler, it might go into heat mode, but then that's when you can begin steaming again.